Yeah,
Hey.
you're gonna break the channel, TOS?
Yeah, well, watch out with the.
Oh, TOS again! You do shit for money, Andrew. That's how I know you're a rat.
Hey, Imperious, I already warned you several times about the F slur. Bro.
I don't give a shit about platforms. I don't like this piece of shit.
Look, just respect the platform. I get you don't like Andrew. Just respect the platform and engage in a correct way, please. That's it.
I didn't even know.
The reason why you don't have money and don't have shit is why I know you're so concerned about it. You don't have dividends. You don't have jack shit. You peasant. Get off my channel.
It's my channel, bro. Chill out.
Everything is mine. I told this piece of shit years ago. I walked into an Orthodox church. It's mine now. Everything's mine.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, is the cuckoo and the clock yours too?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You should wind it back in,
Is the balls in your mouth? Yeah, shut up, Andrew. With your passive-aggressive bullshit. You're not witty. You're nothing. You're a plaything. You're not an engineer. You're nothing. Get back into your little rat hole. Go work on your machines. While I write all your standard operating procedures for you. And I make sure all your companies buy your materials correctly. Get out of my sight.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything else to this rat piece of shit? Is he done? You had this piece of shit come up here.
Bro, hold on. I asked you a question earlier. What's your problem with Andrew's worldviews? And you have yet to even give that answer. You're just saying that Andrew is...
You understand that real dominant and people that are just competitive?
Bro,
I just don't like him.
I just don't like him. Because why? Because he's successful? Because he's successful?
No. It's just that you just... No. Sir, do you want the answer? Why don't you stop holding up another man's skirt, sir?
Oh my God. Let me finish my claim here, bro. You claimed earlier that anybody on the internet is just fake. It's the internet's fake. Andrew Wilson's just a fake individual. Everybody on here.
And that's why I can treat him this way. Because he's a piece of my entertainment.
Bro. Okay.
As I said, the simple question is, if he's an entertainer, why can't I treat him as I would an entertainer? He's a movie star. He plays pretend. So I can abuse him.
What, like you do with tampons when you're home alone, bro?
Like I do with your mom's mouth. Shut up.
Yeah, I told you my mom. I
got him.
Keep going. Get back to Africa, you spear chucker. Shut up.
Man, you're just brutalizing people tonight, Imperious. So skilled.
Yeah, I do. You know the difference between you and me is I'm not a plaything for money. I don't need people's money.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I don't live off the good graces of others.
Well, I mean, the optimal word here is couldn't, right? You couldn't live off the good.
No, it's called it's an impossibility. I'd never need to.
Yeah, it's an impossibility because you have no talent. I know this.
You like you do. Is that why you left engineering? Is that why you left engineering?
You tried, bro.
Andrew, you were always Andrew. When you went to Bonita High or wherever shithole down there, and when my high school came around and Modern Day came into town, I pissed on you and your girls too. Is that why you just go back to those days, Andrew? Go back to them. Remember who I am.
Imperious, can you just make?
Well, I mean, I would love to hear it. Tell me more, Imperious, about how awesome you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm an evil maniac, Andrew. I know. I am awesome. I know.
I'm listening.
And that's why I can
get it all off your chest.
No, like I said, I've said, and I have yet to hear. Are you going to get off your knees and say something, or?
I actually have always wanted to ask you this. Like now that I have a chance, I'll ask. I don't know if you'll spurg out or if you'll actually answer it, but I don't actually even understand what happened. So you were a member of the Discord for a long time. We had a lot of conversations in that Discord. I mean, dozens and dozens. And I thought we got along pretty well.
My entertainment ended.
Well, hang on, Imperious. Let me just finish the question, and then you can spurg out. So, I actually don't know what the fucking catalyst was that made you go fucking insano. I hate Andrew. He's the devil. I don't actually know what that was.
Oh, you're not the devil, sir.
Well, you know, it's you're
just the next in line. You're just the next in line. I did this to many others before you. You know your friend Dennison. Ask Dennison about me. Why he left the internet for months.
Who's Dennison? Who's
the guy you argued with on your little stream one time? Ask that guy. That little son of a
I don't
bitch
know,
atheist.
dude. I don't even know who it is.
When you
bro.
debated that little kid or that little atheist pig, why don't you
Ooh.
ask him how he almost killed himself because I humiliated
Well, I don't know who he is. Like, I
some
talked to
debate
Laura.
shithole that you debated one time. What I said is,
Yeah, I
Andrew,
can't
I don't
remember
like that
these
you're
fucking
half
people.
mean. I don't like that you're half mean. I don't like that you go on a show with little girls. You know what? Little girls like that to me are currency. They don't
Yeah,
exist to
those
speak to.
all those
They don't
young
exist to me.
40-year-old, all those young 40-year-old girls.
Yeah,
those young
they're
35,
women,
40-year-old girls.
Sir, women are currency. They're nothing more than a burger. Do you think we even people like in my
This
level?
is
We don't think of women.
It's such a cringe.
No,
LARP,
it's the
dude.
reality,
Like, what are you even
sir.
doing? What are you even doing with this cringe LARP?
No.
Like, you're not a villain, dude. You're not a
I
villain.
know,
And
Andrew.
by the way, this isn't bad.
Andrew.
This
I
isn't
know.
even a
Settle
good
down.
look.
I know.
Not even a good look, bro.
I've now seen your sensitive spot that your daughters one day are going to be treated like that by someone like me.
Oh yeah.
So shut the fuck up and be ready.
You're gonna go
No,
right for the
Andrew, it's the
family.
reality. Andrew, let me ask you a question. Is there a woman on earth that hasn't had nut busted on her face?
Yes.
Do you think that's going to be avoided on?
Is there? It wasn't avoided on with your mom.
No, it wasn't. My dad's done it hundreds of times. My dad's done it hundreds of times.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure
someone's
before
gonna
your
do it to
dad.
your
I'm sure
daughter
before your
hundreds of
dad,
times.
other people did it to her hundreds of times.
And no, she married at 16, sir. She married at 16. She's an actual.
Yeah, after she f***ed the high school. Come on.
And I'm
that's not
sure,
right.
and even if she did, Andrew, that was less than your wife.
Uh-huh.
He's got two kids.
Well,
He's got the product of another man's balls in your
at
face.
At least one of us has a wife.
Sir, I could have had many. The difference is there's not good enough.
You couldn't even get a husband, Imperious. Stop burping, bro. I remember
that was
seeing
pretty
Discord.
funny, actually.
Rachel, I respect you so much, Rachel. Oh, you're
I
so
did.
good,
Yeah, I
Rachel.
do. I do.
Oh,
I do.
And now you're like, your wife's it's like,
No, I did
shut
respect her.
up.
So she put her nose in business and got into the crossfire. Now she's part of the ire.
What business?
Simple.
Like what did she ever do to
You are my business, you rat.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did she ever do to you?
Because
though?
I
Like,
don't want to
honestly.
hear your voice on the internet anymore.
You don't have to.
No, you're on there.
So what?
And that's what makes me sick. You rat pieces of shit, you useless people that I pay taxes for need to get to f***ing work.
I pay way more taxes than you do.
I pay
Imperious. Let's not
41%,
cope.
sir. You don't pay jack shit.
Let's not.
You're not in the
cope about which one of us
41%
pays more
tax bracket.
taxes.
Kiss my ass.
Imperious.
Bro, you're not, bro. If you're paying 41% of your taxes, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, but I gotta ask you, like, why would you want to wreck this kid's channel? What did he do to you?
Because now, if he wants to take your side, he's in the way.
Bro,
He hasn't even taken any sides. What are you talking about?
Okay, then get off my show. I've said what I wanted to say. You're dismissed.
Yeah, but I want to know some things just for my own curiosity's sake.
Well, I
So-
don't care what you want.
Why would you actually want to wreck this kid's channel? Like, he never did anything to you.
Because I just don't care, sir.
Yeah, but why
And
not?
like I said, that's the difference. The internet to me isn't real.
Why did you
anyone who
go
needs to
off
make
the
it-
deep end? Why did you go off the deep end, man?
Sir, the internet isn't real. It don't affect me.
Well, then nothing's real. I mean, this conversation's
sure,
real,
Andrew,
isn't
sure.
it?
Sure,
Isn't this
it don't
conversation
matter.
real?
Andrew, does this internet in any way affect me in any way? No. I don't give
It
a
seems
shit.
to. It seems to be negatively affecting your
It
brain.
affects me that I'm coming on here and having entertainment on a Friday for myself. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I mean, it clearly affects you. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've now, like I said, I've been reinforced that fate falls at my feet because I'm right. And look, you're here now.
Yeah, I mean, you got me.
Everything
Sure.
has proceeded as I have foreseen. It's
That's
mine.
great.
You're mine.
Great. Awesome.
You're mine. Everything's mine.
Can you satiate my curiosity? Like, when did you go off the deep end exactly?
Well, you'd need a for that, Andrew. I'm sure you'd like.
I would need to satiate your curiosity. Dude,
I'm sure that's how you satiate yourself.
That was
with a lot of nut in your mouth.
good.
I'm sure that's a lot of nut in your mouth that helps
You saying
satiate
that I
you.
needed to satiate your curiosity is pretty brutal on you there, bro.
No, yeah. The way you're satiated by
Ugh.
nut. You're satiated by nut, like I said,
Ugh. Okay.
like the big black nut. Yeah.
You just have to stay
got me.
quiet and you just burn yourself.
Weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
exactly. Because he doesn't
But
have the
when?
will.
Like what? But when?
He doesn't
When
have
was
the
it?
will. He doesn't have the
Yeah.
will.
Yeah. No will. I get it. But when was it?
You
When-
have
when
no will,
exactly-
Andrew.
When did you go off the deep edge? When?
Andrew, when I heard your rat voice
Mhm.
say that you're doing it for the money and you're an entertainer. So then you became entertainer to me. I can treat you how I want.
Yeah, but I mean, I told you that.
You want the answer? There's your answer. Shut up.
I told you that months and months before you left the Discord, and you were like,
no.
Yeah,
sir,
I understand.
No, sir, and
You
that
said,
was
yeah, I understand.
remember,
I would want to be able to pay off my house and bills too. That's what you said.
Well, that's having a real job. I'd respect.
Did you
leave a real job?
I've been in the private work. I was in the private workforce for longer.
Yeah.
Than
What'd you do? Were you
alive.
an engineer, Andrew? Because if you hear an engineer, you're a software engineer.
Yes, I was a trade engineer. Yes,
a trade engineer. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
what kind of trade did you do?
I worked on food service industry robots.
Okay, and so that's not a robotics engineering, Andrew.
Well, you could say that. You could say it's maintenance engineering.
You're about deployments and maintenance of trade applications, correct?
No, there's a lot of PLC programming that goes into that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Andrew. Like I said,
ladder logic. You know about ladder logic, bro? You want to talk about ladder logic?
No, I don't. I'm not an engineer.
No, yeah, you don't know anything about it.
And I don't think you are either, Andrew. And you're not either.
Well, I am by trade.
You're not an engineer, sir.
I am by trade. Yeah.
No, you're not.
I'm a trade engineer.
You don't have a degree. You don't have a degree.
That's true. But I've always said I've never had a degree.
So you're not an engineer.
Yeah, well,
you're not an engineer.
If you think that that's not engineering, fine.
No, sir. Do you have a degree in engineering? Would you be hired by an engineering firm?
Yes.
Would you be hired by an engineer?
Yes.
Sir, if I went to sir.
Yes.
So if I went to Lockheed, you'd be hired by Lockheed?
Maybe not Lockheed. I don't know.
Okay, so shut up, Andrew.
Well, but if it was any food service engineering job, I'd get hired.
Food service, Andrew. You know what food service is? Automation, Andrew. That's probably why you left, because you don't have a job.
Automation, which is a form of engineering. Yes.
Yeah, but you're not writing the AI code. That's software engineering.
Well, they don't use AI code. They use ladder logic. I just told you that.
Sir, I don't care what they use. You're not writing it.
Yeah, I write ladder logic. Yes, I do.
No, you don't, sir. Sir,
yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you know what? We even use your favorite types of distributors. The entire food industry standard.
Andrew, again, you're copying my joke and you're not funny.
I said that I'm just telling you the truth.
Did I or did I not say you're not creative? You're very indirect. If you want to talk,
I don't know. I feel pretty creative.
You're not though, because you just copied my joke.
Dude, this guy.
Sir, you're not an engineer. You're not an engineer, sir.
Well, what's an engineer? Just as someone has a degree in engineering.
Someone who has a degree in engineering is hired by a engineering firm.
Well, if that's the case, then almost nobody I know is an engineer.
Oh, well, I know a lot. I go to work with 300, 400 of them a day. So,
what type of engineering do they do?
Aerospace and aeronautics.
They do aerospace engineering, but you don't know anything about ladder logic? That's weird.
No, I'm not an engineer. I'm an attorney, sir.
Why are you talking about engineering?
Because I know you're not one. And if my basic layman's knowledge is superior than yours, you're not one.
What knowledge? You don't have any knowledge. What knowledge?
Sir, that's like saying you're an attorney that can only practice in one state. You didn't pass the
I don't understand. We haven't gotten into it. When are we going to get the engineering knowledge?
Sir, you're not an engineer. You could never be hired at.
You're not an attorney. You're not an attorney, bro.
Okay,
you're
great.
just
I'm not an attorney.
pusher.
Great. I'm not anything, Andrew.
I know,
Andrew,
you're not.
That's great. I'm not anything. But you're not an engineer.
Yeah, well, I've done a lot more engineering than you'll ever do lawyering.
Yeah, and I've done a lot more logic, and I've done a lot more law, and I've done a lot more.
You don't have any logic.
Andrew, you failed. You failed at everything. You failed at a real job, and you came to play online like a little girl. No engineer wants to work with people instead of things.
They don't?
Successful engineers, they want to be in the lab all day.
No,
they actually want to work on important things.
They're not in labs. That's an isolation.
They want to work on like Skibbers projects, sir.
No, they usually want to get out on a floor and start building things.
No, sir. No, they don't, sir. No,
yes, they do.
No. They're in the NDT lab because with aeronautical space parts,
that's a whole different thing, bro. That's a whole different thing.
Then shut the f up, Andrew.
That has
shut the f with your food service horseshit.
There's thousands of different types of engineers. You realize?
Yeah, and you're not any one of those 1,000.
Well, I don't know. I'm waiting for you to demonstrate that.
You don't have an engineering degree. You wouldn't be hired by a top. You could never be hired by a top 5 firm. You have a ceiling, sir.
Yeah, I mean maybe not, but almost no engineer
Okay,
could get
so you're
hired by
not
a
an
top 5
engineer.
firm.
So you're not an engineer. Goodbye.
So to degreed engineers who can't get hired by top firms are not real engineers?
No, because they're not working as engineers.
Oh, okay.
That's like, you know what that is, Andrew? You know what that is? Psychologists that work at Starbucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, the thing is I think you would agree with me. I think you would agree with me.
I just got you again.
But I think you would agree with me that engineers. But I think you'd agree with me that engineers do.
I don't agree with you on anything,
engineering.
So I don't agree with you on anything.
Companies. Nothing?
I don't agree with you on anything.
Oh, you're straight.
Nope, fine. I'm not straight. You're a troon.
Yeah, I agree.
But you're a troon. But you're a troon.
Yeah, but wait.
You're a troon. You're a troon.
Wait,
That's fine.
But wait.
I'm straight. I'm not straight. But you're a troon.
But wait,
fine, sir. I'm not straight, but you're a troon.
I'm not, right?
I'm not straight, therefore you're a troon.
Yeah, but if I don't think I'm a troon, then that means...
That's fine, Andrew. You're a troon. That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you agree, you're a troon.
Yeah, you got me.
Okay, troon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're not going to bully me. I'm not a little girl like you're used to debating.
There's nothing to bully. Just making a fool out of yourself.
Exactly, because I stomped you.
You just said you can't be an engineer unless you work for a top 5 company.
Yes, exactly. And that's what successful people feel. Yeah, you're nothing, Andrew.
The successful people feel that?
Yeah.
Well, what is...
If you're not on the top, you're on the bottom. Get out of the way.
Oh, okay. Well, you would know a lot about being on the bottom.
Well, yeah, I have your right.
Imperious. You do realize that Andrew's on the
You're
top.
not going to come with me on wit, Andrew.
Imperious.
Come on, fag boy.
Imperious.
What do you mean? This is
You're not going to say anything about... Come on, Andrew. Your wife's riding me. You're not going to say anything to that? Come on. I thought quicker. You got bullied enough in high school. You should hear enough of those insults.
I thought you just got done saying you'd never touch. Now suddenly...
No. You asserted that. I said once she got on the line of fire, she's a target. She can get insulted just like anyone else.
Okay, you want to do that you wouldn't touch her physically.
She can get insulted.
Now you're saying she's having sex with you? Like, it's weird.
No, Andrew. It was called a rhetorical argument.
This is like incoherent nonsense.
No, Andrew. You made the argument that because I'm on the bottom, and I said no, Andrew. I'm not.
Can't you?
Because I'm only on the bottom when your wife.
Consistent?
No, that's right.
Can't make your arguments consistent?
Very consistent.
I don't know. Like 22 years ago, when it was your mom.
Very consistent.
She wasn't that consistent.
Very consistent. You made the assertion that I was because I'm on the bottom. I said no, sir. I'm not. Because the only time I'm on the bottom is when your wife is on top of me.
Andrew.
So keep going,
guys. Hold on.
I have to be honest. Imperious, you said that Andrew would never face you, and yet here he is, and
I give him a little credit. I will give him that. But again, he said not knowingly. He didn't do it knowingly.
No, you were wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have just left.
I'll give you a little bit more credit, but remember, anyone that I respect in my life, I've had to physically beat the shit out of, or they've had to beat the shit out of me. So I can't really.
Okay, well, if you want to meet up and do that, we can.
Oh, Andrew. Oh.
Dude, would you like to do that?
Yeah, anytime. Get up with Glenn. We can do it at my old gym in Huntington Beach whenever you're fine.
Well, I'll be out in California this weekend.
Well, I'm in Florida, so.
Oh. Convenient.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you can ask your mod. You can ask one of your mods in Discord. I'm going to be hanging out with him soon, Andrew. So.
Imperious, I still don't understand what's your big problem with Andrew Wilson.
I just think he's a fake tough guy.
Hold on.
That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing.
I think he goes around in his shtick online. I think his shtick online is that he goes and half bullies.
Chill. Let me talk really quick. Just really quick. I swear I'll be quick. You have a problem with Andrew Wilson because you claim that he's not an engineer, etc. However, yes, he left his job. Now he's a full-time YouTuber, and he's at the top of the game.
So he's an entertainer. I can treat him like this.
Bro, he's at the top of the game in YouTube. There's no doubt about
it. Sir, I could meet.
Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm just saying, if you want to criticize Andrew for not being an engineer to your standards, which is ridiculous because you're not an engineer yourself. The point is that Andrew is in the top of the game when it comes to YouTube. He's one of the most super chatted YouTube channels on YouTube, bro. That's a fact. Okay. So
that's saying you're the highest paid OnlyFans model. I don't care.
No, it's not, dude. OnlyFans, you just got to show your. With Andrew, he actually asks he actually has to give entertainment as
When he
well
opens
as
his mouth, he's
information.
showing this.
Hold on,
He's
and
showing the same
information.
thing. I don't care.
Bro, you do realize he's showing more talent than you ever have had, bro. You're just a guy jumping on panels, and then you criticize us for doing this when you yourself.
If being an entertainer means I have no talent, so be it. I don't care.
And that wasn't the claim, bro. It's not the claim. The point is that he's on the top of the game on YouTube. You're not. What's your top game, bro? You're a lawyer? Are you a top lawyer?
Well, I
No,
did graduate in a top. I did graduate in a top 5.
No, he's not. He's not an attorney. No.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm nothing. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm not. No, I've never done anything. Don't worry.
Complaining. Why the fuck are you complaining?
No. Because again, even let's live in the universe. I'm nothing. He's still an online entertainer.
I didn't say that you're nothing. I just said you're not.
No. I'm just gonna go with nothing. So just again, can encompass any insult because I love the insults. So let's encompass anything. I'm nothing. Absolutely, but he's still an entertainer, and nothing's get to abuse entertainers.
Well, that's true. And then the entertainer gets to write off with millions of dollars.
That's fine. Go ahead. But as long as you're my, how
does that make you feel?
That doesn't make me. As long as you're my dancing pro, that's all I care about. Be my dancing pro. Be my dancing crow. Be my dancing crow.
You used to send me a lot of super chats, Imperious.
No, I sent him to what's his name, to Spyro.
Andrew, the
Yeah,
thing
you
is,
used to send a lot of those super chats, Imperious. I don't
Yeah,
know.
to Spyro, yeah.
Andrew, the
Okay,
thing is,
so maybe.
Are you saying that? Are you saying I didn't? Was that not my entertainment? Was it not my entertainment to see me and Spyro going back and forth?
So maybe I'll walk
Everything
away
is
with a
for
few
me.
thousand. You know, maybe I'll only walk away with a few thousand. That's actually closer to the truth. But still, it's just funny to me, man. It's like it's there's either some sort of bizarre jealousy
It all
component.
came to me. Everything fell at my lap like it's had my whole life. Beautiful.
What's falling in your lap? Your brain?
You're here. I got to say everything I want, so now no one can say.
I would have come on here if you were here, nuts.
Exactly. And isn't it funny that fate just happened to bring you to me?
Oh my god.
It was Jake Barr who happened to bring me to you, not you.
And that is why the Catholics were always right, because again, God blesses us. Everything falls to us, not the insignificant Orthodox, not the insignificant Orthodox who have no influence in the world.
Yeah,
we do everything. We are everything.
Sure.
We are everything.
You sound real happy.
We are eternity.
You sound happy.
Imperious is mad because.
Oh, I am. I know that I am forever. It's beautiful.
Imperious, huh? Never get any respect. You can have all the money, but you'll never be respected, dude.
I don't care.
Yep.
You're not the people I care about respect. I have friends that would live in for me. We've done it. I don't care.
You've lived in for your friends?
Yeah. You ever been hot? You ever been hurt? You ever been in somewhere where you have to drag?
You didn't get shot. Where did you get shot?
You've never been. Wait. Well, hold on, sir. So you've never been where somebody dropped a guy's girlfriend, shot someone. We had to take a guy of a shooting range in a national forest, drag somebody down. You've never.
Yeah, I've taken people. Well, wait. You said you got shot.
No, I said getting shot.
Yeah,
and helping
you
a friend.
said
I never
you
said
got
I got shot.
Yes, you did. You said you got shot.
And if I did, I would miss. And if I did, I never have been shot.
Okay.
But I say getting shot and having friends there for you to help live and for you.
Well, just so you know, like I think complete strangers, if you shot yourself in the national forest, would
no, they wouldn't,
hospital.
sir. No,
Yeah,
you wouldn't. You live in delusion world.
Yeah, I think they would.
Because number one, no one's out there.
Yeah, but if they were out there,
like you lived in Southern California, right? What's that range out up in Bakersfield area, the firing line out there that has no rules over
I don't know.
BLM?
I never had any in California.
Well, I've got 100 over here, and I've got 100 other in Florida. What are you talking? It's fun to have it in California.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What did you get? One every 30 days or something?
No, it's easy. You just get an FFL. You get an FFL Relic 03, so you can get ammo imported, and you just have your family members from other state transfer it same day. You don't even have to wait 10 days. You don't have to wait 1 day. Andrew, you're stupid.
Know the law. Guns and Funko Pops, bro. Don't talk shit.
Yeah, I think on a Curious. Yeah, but on a Curious and Relics license, you have to sell X amount per year. You do that too? You're selling guns?
Sure. Yeah, you sell
Oh.
ammo, easy. Private party
sorry,
transfer. I sell it, and I sell, and yeah, easy. Yeah.
Sorry,
easy.
Imperious. I just made that up, and you just said you knew it. That's
No,
pretty funny.
you do. No, you have to be a
No, you don't.
Sir, sir.
Not for a collector's license, you don't. No, sorry.
Sir, for a curio and relic, if you're gonna own, for example, a NFA firearm, a Thompson gun, an FFO1 or
you
an
can't
FFO3.
own that on a Curios and Relics license. You still have to do
Yes,
it.
you can.
No, you can't.
That's exactly the license you have to have. A
Not an
curio and relic
automatic
is what you
one.
have.
No, you can't.
Sir,
No, you can't.
Before the.
Sir, you're wrong, sir.
Okay,
You're
sir.
wrong.
Okay, I'll bring up the statute right now.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Show me that you can have a fully automatic Thompson shipped to your Curios and Relics. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Yeah.
You want to play the Jeopardy song? Do, 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 do. You're fucking wrong.
Sir,
Yeah,
no, I'm not wrong. No.
Right,
I said
right.
FFL01 for firearm, FFL03 for curios and relics. You get the curios and relics for the ammo. You get the FFL1 for the Thompson gun. It's not.
Oh, so it's not a Curios and Relics. It's a federal firearms license and 03 license, like I said.
Yeah, you have private business, like I said. You have to have a private business.
Dog shit, dude. No, you said you could do it on a Curios and Relics license.
For an FFO1, you need to have a home business.
Do it on a Curios and Relics.
No.
You said on a
You can do
Curios
the
and Relics
ammo,
license.
sir. The ammo, sir.
Yeah, that's not a Thompson
ammo.
machine gun, bro.
The ammo, sir.
Holy shit! How do you not know these
The
things?
ammo.
Oh, you know the law. You didn't even know. You can't. You thought you could get a Thompson on Curios and Relics? You. What are you talking about? Like, where did you come up with this shit,
pull the
bro?
statute up right now, Andrew.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Pull it up.
You can't have
Ammo
it. You can't
statute of
have a fully
California.
automatic. You can't have a fully automatic machine
Ammo
gun.
statute of California, right here.
That has
Pull it
nothing
up.
to do with you getting a machine gun in your
It
Curios and Relics
absolutely
license.
does.
How?
It absolutely does. And
That's not what you
FFO03
said.
and FFO1 in California, you have
Bro,
to
you
have an
just changing the
FFO03.
story. Bro,
In
you're just changing the
California-
story.
No,
in
you
all
haven't.
states,
No, you've argued
in all
three
states,
things.
you have to have a
Andrew,
tax
you've
stamp
argued
license in all
three
states.
things. You've
One
argued three
thing.
things.
One
You've
thing.
argued three things.
One
the
thing.
ammo, the
No,
sales,
that's your
and
argument.
the
I never
automatic
brought up
firearm,
I never
correct?
brought
Three
up
different
never brought
issues.
up ammo. You brought
You
bring
said
up ammo.
no. You said
nothing
I
to do with
said
anything.
ammo, and you said you have to buy it. You have to
No,
sell it. Yes, you
never
do.
happened. Here's my argument, and this was my argument, and was always my argument. You cannot have a Thompson submachine gun sent to Curios and Relics license. You say you full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you were fucking wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. Zero clue what you're talking about here. And I don't even know why.
FFL
Why die on that? Why die? Like, why die on that
Excuse me,
hill? It's
sir.
so
Excuse
stupid.
me, sir.
Excuse
A Curios and Relics list of
Excuse
nine.
me.
Sir. Excuse me. A Thompson
Excuse me.
submachine gun.
Uh-huh.
A Thompson
Yeah.
submachine gun. Category 4.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Can be purchased if made
Uh-huh.
between 1972 and
Uh-huh. It can't be a-
1984.
Yeah, it can't be a machine gun.
1972
Uh-huh.
to
Can't be a machine gun.
1984.
It
It
actually
is
you
a
could get
select fire
Yeah.
weapon, sir.
No, you can't have a select fire weapon sent to your Curios and Relics license. Not possible.
Yes, you can if it's
No, you
between
can't.
then, sir.
No, you can't prove it. Pull up the statute
I will
right
give
now.
you the list right now of section 2.
Okay. Okay, give it to me.
Yep, I
You
will.
have to trust him. He's a lawyer, Andrew. He's a
Oh,
lawyer.
dude.
No, he doesn't have to
I
trust
mean,
me at all. No, I don't
this
want
is-
him to
He's
trust
a
me.
lawyer.
He
This
doesn't.
is
He
the-
doesn't. No. Like I said, I don't want him to trust me. Don't
Well, he
trust
ain't
me.
arguing like a lawyer, that's for sure.
I don't know. I'm arguing exactly like a lawyer because what he's
Really?
saying, number one, is three different arguments. He's saying
No, it's
three
just one
different
argument.
arguments.
One argument.
Three different arguments.
Just one
One
argument.
argument. Curios and
One
relics.
argument.
You need an
Yeah, Curios and
FFL03 for a Curios and relics because
Well, no, you
okay,
don't.
the
You don't
Thompson
need an-
submachine gun is prior to
Oh, no.
1972.
No, this is
It
all
is
wrong.
prior to 1972.
Literally,
And
everything you're saying is wrong.
to acquire an FFL01, you need to first submit to an FFL03 because it is a prior to a 1972 firearm.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, so how it works is you can have,
anyways, okay,
you
Andrew.
can have
So
can
when
have-
you apply for an FFL01,
Mhm.
do you need an FFL03 to previously?
no,
Yes, you do.
you don't.
Yes, you do. If you want to buy
No, you
because
don't.
it is Imperious and Relic, yes, because it's prior to 1970.
No, you don't. A Curious and Relics
Yes, you do.
license is a collector's license. No,
That's
you don't.
what it is. It is prior to 1972.
By the
so
way,
it is a
just
collector's.
so you know, you can apply for an FFL having never had a Curious and Relics license. It's not necessary at all.
Not an FFL 01,
Yes.
sir. You need to shop to have
Yes,
an FFL
01 is just a normal FFL.
No, it's not.
That's it. Yes,
it is a dealer license.
That's a normal FFL. They don't.
No, it
give you-
isn't.
they-
It's a
you
special
can't have
FFL that you can have.
You
No,
can't have
sir.
collectors FFLs anymore. They took that out years ago.
No, they
Years
didn't,
ago.
sir.
Yes, they
Okay.
did. So
What stat? What amendment? When did they amend it? When did they amend it to take that
it
out?
was an ATF policy. The
It's
ATF
not
automatically
amended,
did
so
it.
it's a policy.
In 94.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
been
It's a
multiple,
policy that they change and take in and out.
there's been multiple ATF rule changes.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they've made multiple rule changes, so it goes in and out of legalities depending on the administration.
The ATF can. Well, I've never seen the ATF roll
And
back
yes, Julian, I'm sorry. I'm
anything-
yes.
anything other than one rule. I've only ever actually seen them roll back one, and that was because there was a federal mandate on it. But other than that, they don't really roll anything back.
I know-
So
I
the
know
thing
three-
is like here's how it works. You can apply for an FFL. You can do it for. You do need to have a place of business. It can be from your home, but it can't be for collection anymore. You can have a Curious and Relics license,
And
a
it's very
collector's
difficult.
license.
Very
Hang on,
difficult.
hang on, man, hang on. I just let you talk. You can have your Curious and Relics license, and you can have guns sent to that Curious and Relics license. That is true. There's no doubt that that's true. But you can't have machine guns sent to it. You still have to go through the tax stamp process. All of them have to have a tax stamp. You would have no way of applying for that tax stamp unless you went through an 03 dealer. Simple.
You'd think a lawyer would know the fucking rules, Imperious.
An
Well, it's hard.
FFL 01, an
It is-
FFL,
like, it is hard.
01, an FFL 01 can have the
Mhm.
machine gun mailed to them. It is a
They
special
can't
occupational
transfer it. They can't transfer it.
Sir, they can have it mailed to them, correct? As a special occupational taxpayer, right?
That's
Well,
a separate thing.
No,
No,
they
no,
could
no.
not-
The
not
FFL
unless-
01. No, the
The 01
FFL
Yeah,
01
hang on, bro. hang
require
on.
the FFL
An
01.
I'll explain it.
different than an FFL.
Like,
No,
I'll
you won't
explain
explain
it.
it because you don't have one.
Yeah, you saying I never had FFLs either?
Sir, you don't have an FFL 01, no.
Yes, I do.
So you can have so you can have these
Well, I gave it up.
automatic
I gave it
rifles
up a
transferred
few-
to you
I
because
got-
you're a
well,
place of business.
I gave it up about 10 years ago, but yeah, I had
Okay,
one for
okay.
years. For years
Okay.
and years.
So you are a registered business though, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why. Yes. Okay, sure. If you're a
Yeah.
registered business.
Yeah, I was a registered business. But the thing
That's what I
is again though, you can have a machine gun transferred in for things like work. So on a 01 license, you can transfer it in and they can do gunsmithing to it and send it back to you. That's okay to do if it's already owned, but you can't transfer it without a tax stamp. The tax stamp law is like fucking 100 years old, dude. Super old law. So you can't transfer it without that. And if you can't transfer it without that, it has to be applied for through the ATF, has to go through an 03 dealer. Has to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So no, you'll never be able to get one transferred on a Curious and Relics license ever.
Imperious, and
Sure.
the
The tax stamp is a separate fee, as a completely separate process than the FFL 01. The FFL 01
Yeah,
is
I'm
to
not
receive the receive the weapon.
Yeah.
An
And
FF the point of
You
transfer.
can receive it,
Is
but you can't transfer it.
That's not my claim.
That's what-
It was to be able
Yeah.
to receive a machine gun in the mail.
yeah, but listen, you can't receive the machine gun in the mail unless there's an intent to transfer or do work.
Exactly. So if you have an FFL,
So then you can't.
I never
you
said
can't
Andrew.
just have one transfer.
Andrew, I didn't
bro.
say you can transfer it. I said to receive it in the mail.
Yeah,
You'd have to have
to receive it in the mail, you would have to be able to transfer it.
No, Andrew,
Or
as you
you
just
won't
said, you
do
need
it.
to be an FFL 01 or an FFL
Yes.
07. You can
Yeah.
transfer it.
The-
Andrew, the
You
ATF
can't transfer
has a
it.
policy.
As
The
an
ATF
FFL
has
01,
a
you can't.
transfer. Andrew, the ATF has a waiver policy to turn in FFL 01s any machine guns.
Yeah.
They have
That's
that
true.
is their policy.
So what?
So you can transfer and send it to them
That's
without
not
the stamp.
bro. That's not
You
transferring.
are giving that is a transfer.
the
You
gun.
legally transfer
No.
possession.
No, dude. Listen.
Andrew, Andrew,
You cannot.
the
you
chain
cannot
of
transfer
custody
that
has
gun.
changed.
Yeah.
The chain
okay,
of custody
got
has
it.
changed.
Yeah. Okay. So, Imperious, I guess that's true that you can send an illegal machine gun to the ATF without penalty. Yes.
No, not to an
But
ATF. No, not to the
nothing
ATF.
to do.
No,
with my
sir, not to
argument
an
here.
ATF. No, not to the ATF. No. You don't say, you send in an FFL 01 and you designate that you are signing this automatic weapon over. And you are giving, and you are relinquishing
I'm
possession.
talking about the FFL. I'm talking about the FFL. So the
I'm
FFL
talking about
01.
sending it in the mail and receiving it as the FFL.
Yeah,
The
you as a
person-
Curios and Relics dealer, or not dealer, collector on the
FFL
collector's
01.
license. No, that's on FFL 01. Curios and Relics
I'm
license.
talking
on
about
FFL.
an FFL 01, and
Yeah,
to get
but
an
you said a
FFL 01,
Curios and Relics
Yes,
license.
you get
said
an
you had a
FFL
Curios and
03
Relics
first.
license.
yes,
You said you
get an
had a Curios and
you
Relics
get an
license. and that-
FFL 01
Bro,
in the state
you
of
don't-
California.
You don't
the
have a
state of
Curios and
California.
Relics license. You don't have one. Bullshit.
In the state of California, Andrew, then I couldn't get ammo mailed to my doorstep in California. That's the only way. Number one.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
But you don't have
Okay.
one. You can't because
Okay.
you thought you could
Okay.
transfer a machine gun to one.
No, I didn't say no. I said you get an FFL 03, which allows you and grants you the way to get an FFL 01.
Yeah, but you have to be. You have to be.
You
in a
have to have an
commercial
FFL
business
03
selling
because
guns.
Andrew, even if you
That's not
wanted the Thompson
collecting. You
machine
can't
gun,
collect them.
Andrew, if you wanted the FFL 01, if you wanted the Thompson machine gun, you would still need an FFL 03 to possess that Thompson machine gun as the FFL 01 for your personal collector.
Well, no. Listen, if you wanted to transfer it from your inventory to yourself, you would still have to get a tax stamp. That's true. But you would have to be an FFL 03 in order to do that.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. But nobody's ever disputed this.
We were just arguing about it for an hour, Andrew.
My dispute with you, again, for the 300th time, and you can rewind it to your heart's content later. You said on a Curios and Relics license that you could have a fully automatic Thompson submachine gun shipped to your door, and that's false. It's false, bro.
To have a FFL 01, you need a Curio and Relics license. So if you have a
No, you
Curio and
don't.
Relics license, you
No,
need
you
a
don't.
FFL 01.
No,
Yeah,
you don't
do.
need
In
a
the
Curio. No, you
state of
don't.
California, you need an FFL 03 Curios and Relics license to possess a Thompson machine gun, even if you are an FFL 01.
No.
Because if you're going to possess it as an FFL 01, it would still need to be transferred as a Curio and Relic possession.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need the Curios and Relics license to do that. You could just transfer it to yourself.
If you
and get the tax
can't
stamp.
possess it as the FFL 01 because it is prior
You
to
can if you're doing work on
1972.
it. You can't.
If
No, you can.
but,
bro, you
Andrew,
can
if you're
possess
taking- if
guns
you're giving
that are
possession away-
pre-1972.
Andrew, if you're giving possession away, if you're
Yeah,
giving
because-
possession away,
No,
if you are a person sending-
that's
if
also
you're-
incorrect. That's
Andrew,
also incorrect.
if you are giving the machine gun away
Uh-huh.
to an FFL 01, okay,
Uh-huh.
then
Yeah.
you are relinquishing your property rights, your ownership
Mhm.
of said weapon. The
Yeah.
FFL 01 can receive it. They would
Yeah.
not be able to keep it
Yeah. I
for
know.
their own stock or
Yeah, I'm
for
aware.
their own personal use
Yeah.
without
Yeah,
an
nobody's disputing.
FFL 03.
Nobody's disputing that.
That was
So-
my argument, Andrew.
No, it was not
Because
your
you
argument.
need to keep, if you were going to ship it to you as an FFL 01, you need
Mm-hmm.
an FFL 03 to still keep it.
Which is what I said 5 times.
No, Andrew, that's what I said in the beginning.
No.
You said, sir, you
said
can't
that
have
you
it
could
shipped to
sent
your
you
house
on
as
a
an
Curios and
FFL
Relics.
03, which
You
I
said you
said
had
you
it
need
sent
an
to you on a Curios and
FFL 03.
Relics license,
You
bro.
need an FFL 03
No,
to
you
have an
didn't say that.
FFL 01 to
No.
keep the Thompson machine gun.
Also, you
That
don't
was
need a
my
Curios and
argument.
Relics license to get an FFL. You don't need one.
You need to go through the check quicker with the FFL 03 because the FFL 01 with an FFL 03 bypasses
Yeah,
a couple of the requirements.
That's the California check system. It has nothing to do with having a Curios and Relics license, dude.
You still need it or you can't possess it, so you can't receive it.
Yeah, but that's a California process for all guns, including Curios and Relics guns. They have to go through the check.
Yeah,
California
that's
check
my
system.
point. Yeah,
All
that's
of
my
them.
point. And
Yeah,
that,
but
did
has
I not say in the
nothing to-
beginning in the
that's a
state of California?
That's a state. Yeah, that's a state.
And did I
system.
not say in the beginning from the
But
state
you
of
don't
California?
need a Curios and Relics license.
Yes, you do in the state of California. Yes,
To
you
get
do.
an FFL,
If you're
no,
going
you
to
don't.
possess a Thompson, yes, you need, in
No.
addition to an FFL 01, you need an FFL 03 to possess it as a Curio and Relics after you have possessed it as
No.
an FFL 01.
You're making a category error. The Thompson submachine gun is a curio and relic. That's true, and it's fully automatic, so you need the FFL 03. But you do not need a curio and relics license. It's a classification error you're making. Yes, it's true, it's a curio and relic, but you don't need a curios and relics license in order to have an 03 or an 01 FFL. Totally not necessary at all. That's a collector's license.
To be able to take that thing to a range, would you need a Curios and Relics license to be able to
No.
possess it outside of the shop?
No, not as long as you have a tax
Yeah,
stamp.
yes, you
wouldn't.
do.
No.
Yes, you do.
As long as you have a tax stamp, you don't. No. That's
Yes, sir.
incorrect.
Yes, yes,
No.
sir. No, yes, you
No.
do. A Curios and
No.
Relics, anything older
No.
than 50 years old, yes.
No, listen, bro. Anything older than 50 years old enables you to acquire it. But
No, sir.
if
No,
you
no,
can
sir.
acquire, if
That's
you can
the truth.
acquire a gun made in 1996, you can acquire a gun made in the year 1900 with the same FFL license. You don't require a Curios and Relics license to buy guns before the 1970s. That's
No, you
insane.
need it. No. You need it to possess and use.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you
27
don't.
CFR 478, yes.
Read it. Read it.
To be recognized as CNR, firearms must fall within one of the following categories. Firearms which
Mhm.
are manufactured at least 50
Read the
years
first
prior
line.
to the
Read the
current
first
date.
line again. Read the first line.
Firearms that were manufactured at
The
least
first
50
line.
years
To be
prior
recognized
Mhm.
as a CFR.
as a CNR item.
That means if you want to buy a gun,
Yeah,
that
this
a
is category A. Yeah, we
if
got to
you
go
want
through the
to-
elements.
Yeah, so if you are a Curios and Relics license, those are the kinds of guns you can have. You can't buy modern guns on a Curios and Relics license. You can only buy old guns. That's what
Yeah,
that's
and that's
telling
the
you.
point. A Thompson's not a new gun.
Yeah, but if it's a machine gun, it falls out of the Curio and Relic and into an NFA item.
Then why can you buy a Gatling gun, Andrew?
You can't.
Yes, you can. With
No,
a
you
Curious and
can't.
Relics, yes, you can.
No, you can buy a crank fed, because it's not a real machine gun. It's crank
Yes,
fed.
you can. Yeah, Andrew.
No, you can't.
Stop
Where'd he go?
alive.
Is he gone?
No, I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
You made him rage quit, Andrew. So
Yeah,
you're a better
he's-
YouTuber and a better lawyer than him. This is ridiculous.
Bad info there.
Andrew, what did you do to make that guy so angry, man?
I don't know. I thought I would ask him, but then we ended up. See, now listen. This actually reminds me how it used to be when we were in the Discord together. We would argue about this shit like this all the time. I never got upset about it.
He never seemed to get upset when he was in the Discord.
Yeah.
He seemed very hateful. Yeah, Andrew, I have a stupid question. So, are we not men reached out to me and said that if I continue to platform Imperious, which I don't actually platform him, I just have him up occasionally when he has a point.
He
to
never
make,
seems that crazy when
that
you're.
I would be
platforming him.
thrown out of the Crucible or something. I thought that was very interesting, and I was curious.
Nobody speaks with authorization for my channel but me. So
That's what I thought, and I told him to go fuck himself.
yeah, smart.
And I called him out on it, and he blocked me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's
I think he just
nobody.
hates- I think he
No,
hates
no.
Imperious so much that he's willing to lie.
Yeah, no, well, I've never said that. The
Yeah,
only thing that I've
fucking
ever
did say
said,
that, are we not men?
the only thing that I've ever told people is there are some people I don't go on panels with because it's just not productive at all.
Sure.
So if they want to set those up, that's their business. It's your channel. You can do whatever you want. I've never tell you what you can do with
Yeah.
your channel. I can only control where I go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Sure.
Yeah, and Andrew, it's funny
Yeah.
because I heard the same thing. Like especially when he first came onto the channel, there was individuals that were close to me that said that they heard from other individuals from the Crucible crew that if I platform like base Oracle or other people that you don't like, that you would have a problem with that. And I just felt like
who is telling you guys this?
it was an intel that other people told me, and they
This is fucking. Listen, dude, let me make this abundantly clear. Okay, so I've had to talk with Glyn Lawrence about this. Even he's brought this up. Okay, what you guys do with your channel is not my business. It is not of any concern of mine. Right now, I guess I would be pretty miffed if you had somebody come on and just like spurred talk shit and say fuck horrific things or something like this about me and just laughed along with them. I might be like, okay, well, this person, which is reasonable, but I don't care. I don't give a shit what people do with their channel. It's not my concern. There are some people who exist in the space that I just don't do panels with because they spurg the fuck out. It's totally unproductive. And it's just a waste of time. But there's not even that many of them. You're talking like maybe one or two total.
Yeah.
Who even exist. So no, I don't have the policy of like trying to control what people do with their content. It's not my business.
And I agreed with that because that was kind of like a point that Base Oracle brought up to you, saying that you control these content creators, saying that what they can or cannot post. And
I've never. Okay, well, have I ever told you guys anything like that ever?
Never.
Even once?
Not even
Never.
close.
Never said anything like that. So
Yeah.
I think what happens is, I think that this is just speculation. Like I don't know this for sure, but it would stand to reason. So I think that some people they see themselves as gatekeepers, and so what they do is they'll use an invocation in order to kind of apply a form of control. The idea here being, if I go on one of your guys' channel, you're probably, if we're doing some content together, you're probably going to make some money. So the idea there is that there's a lot of incentive to have me on your channel. I get that. I understand that. That's totally reasonable and rational. However, other people can use that as a mechanism of control, right? They can come in and say, oh, well, you like that money, right? And you like that, whatever it is that they think you want out of the exchange, and then say, do this and this or else. That stands to reason. So that happens to lots of large creators when gatekeepers come in. But so that you guys know, right? That is not my policy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think so, but he was in my, he's like, hey, you're gonna risk the consequences of platforming Imperious. Which, by the way, I don't platform Imperious. I'll have him up sometimes because he'll make some good points. But there are other nights where he begs to come up, and I'm like, dude, no, you're gonna spurg out. I don't have patience for you, dude. This is
It's not even my business. Like,
and right,
Imperious.
Yeah,
look, honestly, Imperious goes on and he talks his shit and he does this and that. Yeah. I still don't actually have the feeling in my gut that this guy really wants to actually do me harm. I think he just likes to on the internet and on the internet, and it's like that's his business. It's not my business.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very odd thing for someone to say, especially to me, because I'm very plain spoken, and I will just say, Andrew, what about this? So anyway, good to see you out, man. I haven't actually seen you out that much lately. You've been very, very busy, and it's good times, man. Good times.
Andrew, I real quick, I have Imperious in the background. I think we said everything that you want to say. I don't know if you want to bring him back on, or we can just.
You can bring him back up. That's fine.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we were having a nice discussion.
My battery died. I was not.
We were having a nice discussion.
Did you get stuck in the crystal?
Yeah, I was not done. And as I said, the Curios and Relics form allows you to have any of those any firearm, including the Thompson submachine gun, on that form delivered to you by mail.
Not if it's an automatic. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Check the list of Thompson submachine guns. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Even if it's subject. Even if it's subject.
Will you put a $200 bet on it that you could not?
I'll put it on the fact that I'll never go on this channel again.
I don't care if you're on the channel or not.
I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you jack shit.
But wait, even if you lose a bet?
No, because Andrew, money is insignificant, and I'm not going to give you any of it. I'm not.
But you're not really giving it to me. You would be paying out a bet.
But the bet would be, again, I won't come on here again and talk shit about you.
But I don't care if you do that. I don't think. I honestly don't even think, honestly, Imperious, that you even hate me that much. I think you're just being a fucking dick. No, I don't.
You're just my entertainment.
Yeah, I think you're just being a fucking dick.
I
don't even know why. Like, we used to have arguments like this in the Discord.
Because for me to like somebody, I have to. I
don't care if you like me, but I know that you like arguing this pedantic ass shit.
Yeah, because I'm not wrong. Because you can have it mailed to you. As long as you get your tax stamp, you have an FFO3, you can have it mailed.
But you if you have a tax stamp and the ownership's already been transferred to you, you can have it mailed to you anyway. It's yours.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, you
You
can.
can't have a fully
Absolutely.
automatic Thompson. No, you can't. You do the FFL03. You do the
Mhm.
form I posted right in the back, right there.
Mhm.
And you are, if the Thompson is on that list of weapons, which it is,
Mhm. That's not.
yes, it is. Type
No,
in
it's not.
Thompson, you can search it. It's very easy to search.
Yeah.
and
So
And
So
since
again-
the Thompson is on there, and if you have
Yeah.
an FFL03 relic, you do the
Mhm.
same thing as you would an NFA tax stamp, because you can do the relic with the FFL03, and you can have it
Mhm.
mailed to you.
yeah, you could the second the 03 transfers that gun to you with the tax stamp, you could have it mailed to you anyway because it's yours.
Yeah, outside of
That was my
California.
point, but you can't have the tax
No,
stamp
it's
mailed.
not. It wasn't your
You
point.
can't, yeah, it is. You can't have the tax stamp without the FFL03.
You
It's across
can't
state
have
lines.
it mailed to you before you get the tax stamp or the Curious and Relics license anyways.
Because you have to have the FFL03 to even apply for the
Right.
tax stamp.
Right. So it has to go through
As
the
I said from the
03.
beginning, you need
and
the
the
FFL03.
Yeah, so that's go through
Yes,
the
as I
03.
said from the
And
beginning,
then
you
they
need
give
an
you- no,
FFL03
you
to
just
have
said-
it mailed to you.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I got this right. You didn't just get done telling me that if you have a Curios and Relics license, that you can have this machine gun mailed to you. And then I corrected you and told you, no, you actually have to go through the 03 dealer. And then after
You're
he
the
transfers
03
it to you.
dealer.
No, you
You're
don't
the
have to
03.
be.
If you
No,
have
you
an
don't.
FFL03,
You don't have to be the 03 dealer. You can have it transferred through an 03 dealer and get a tax
that's
stamp.
my
and then you
entire
just go out and
argument,
mail to
Andrew.
you.
Was my argument that if you are the FFL03, if you have an FFL03, you can have it mailed to you. That was my specific
No,
wording.
your specific argument was that you could have it sent to you, a machine gun with a Curios and Relics license.
Yes, with
And
an
you also
FFL03
argued-
Curios and
you
Relics.
also- there is no FFL03 Curios and Relics.
The name of the document, Andrew. Read the name of the document.
Yeah, you're making the same category error again. It's not a Curios and Relics license. It's referring to the gun as a Curio
Yeah,
and Relic.
exactly. It's a license to possess a Curios and Relics.
No, you can possess it. Bro,
No,
you
you
can
can't,
possess
sir.
any
Whoa.
with an 03. You can possess any machine gun with an 03.
Is there confusion over the difference between Type 3 FFL and Class 3 SOT? Are we?
Yes. Yeah. No. Listen. Here's what he's confused about. And well, I don't even know if he's confused. Just arguing to argue, I think. But he started the conversation by saying that you could have a Thompson fully automatic machine gun shipped to you if you have a Curios and Relics license, and I told him that that was not true because it's not.
Not sold.
And that you would need to have it transferred through an 03 dealer, which is also
No,
true.
Andrew. I said if
Hang
you are an
on. Hang on. You
FFL03
can give your
Curios and Relics.
argument. Bro, just let me finish. You can give your argument. I promise. I'll let you say your piece.
You mean a Class 3 dealer?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Or
Yes, an
that falls under,
FFL03.
but that falls under a Type 3. Just
No,
like that.
it doesn't.
So,
Type 3 is a Curio and Relics license. A Type 3 FFL is Curio and Relics. That's where a lot
Thank
of
you.
people confuse those.
Thank
A
you,
lot
you
of
stupid
people-
son of a bitch, Andrew.
no, you cannot have
Right,
a
guys,
Thompson
I gotta get out
submachine
of here.
gun. You cannot have a Thompson submachine gun sent to a Curios and Relics license.
Yes, you can, you ball licking queer.
No, you can't.
Not
No
without,
way.
not without extra stuff. And if you have the extra
You
stuff,
do. All you have to do is your fingerprints and your tax stamp, and if you have an FFL03,
Yeah, but
you
that's
can have that
transferring it. That's transferring it through a dealer
Through,
who's
yes, you,
licensed
the
for machine guns.
FFL03 holder.
No, you're
yes,
not.
you, the FFL03 holder.
If you cannot transfer to yourself a Curios and Relics machine gun without going through a Type 3 dealer, you can't do it.
Andrew, if you are an FFL03 holder, you can.
You can't. That's wrong. You cannot. Impossible.
I would like to just read the ATF document in the back. You might learn something.
Okay, you can read whatever you want, bro. But I'm telling you right
don't
now.
worry what the government is saying, but that's fine. You're right, Andrew. Don't worry. You're
I am
smarter
right.
than you're smarter than Chuck Michelle. Don't
Or
worry.
you read
I'll tell you what. Well, we can make the bet right now. We can call a Curios and Relics a licensed dealer tomorrow. Literally tomorrow, you can make the call. Okay? I'll just be on the line with you. You can make the fucking call and just ask this person if they can transfer a fully automatic machine gun that's made before 1972 to themselves, and then
Then it's a
transferred to
Curious and
themselves
Relics on the
without going through a Type 3 FFL. They're going to tell you no.
You're the Type 3 FFL, Andrew. You're missing the misconnect.
Listen,
y'all are talking past each other because of the Type 3, Class 3. So,
yeah, Class 3. It's
so
Class
here's
3,
the
not
thing.
Type 3.
Class 3 SOT, right? Attached to an 01 or an 07 FFL.
Yeah, the 07's the base, right?
07 is the one that can manufacture as well.
Yeah.
So most dealers have the 07. And so they go ahead and get that because it's easier. So the Class 3 is the ability to sell. That's your special occupancy tax, right? So much different than a Type 3 FFL. With the Type 3 FFL, which is the Curio and Relics FFL, you cannot obtain, the ATF will not give you a Class 3 SOT with a Type 3 FFL. You can't.
Yeah.
So the
Can't do
only
it.
other way you can get a Curio and Relic, right? A Type 3 FFL. You can then fill out your paperwork, and then you can, buy your machine gun and fill out the NFA paperwork and get your stamp back and go through all of that rigmarole.
Right. But you can't do it as a Curio.
It's got to go from whoever's selling it to a Class 3 dealer.
Yes.
And that's what, if you are a Class 3 dealer, that was my entire
Type 3.
point.
No. You're a Type 3. Not a
Type
Class
3 FFL.
No.
dealer.
No.
Yes.
No, you're wrong. Listen, he just clarified it. He's right about this, right? I forgot about this. He is correct. It's really easy to confuse these two. So Type 3 license is different than a Class 3 FFL. It's a different thing.
Yeah, Class 3, Type 3. Class and type.
Yeah.
It's two different things.
Mhm.
Same number, same 3.
Yeah, so with the machine gun, you have to send it through a Class 3 dealer. So he's right. We were talking past each other. So I was saying Type 3 meaning Class 3, and you were saying Type 3, which is Curios and Relics. So when I say Curios and Relics license, an actual Curios and Relics license, you cannot transfer a machine gun on that, dude. You can't do it.
Arguing under 241. Can I narrow it down to clarify? Are you arguing under 241?
So let me say this, Imperious, because this may be true with California. You may be required to have a Curio and Relics to do it in California, but in Texas you fucking don't.
Well, why would you though? Because in California, you could still get the tax stamp absent the Curios and Relics. So
yeah, I mean
yes,
yeah.
So then that would make no sense either.
Let me clarify. Are you talking about a Class 3 and subject to the 1968 Federal Gun Control Act?
Yeah.
Is that what you are referring to?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, then you're gonna have to amend your statement here because you just can't transfer machine gun to a Curios and Relics, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do it.
Then you can to an FFL 03. Class 3. With a Curios and Relics. With a Curios in the state of California.
But they don't need a Curios
in
and
the
Relics.
state of California, you need an FFL 03 in addition.
You don't need the Class 3. Even if you're a Class 3 dealer in California, right? If you can transfer in an M16 made a year ago, you can transfer in a Thompson made in 1972, bro.
I'm not sure about that because from my understanding, the case right now that Chuck Michelle is dealing with is with this exact thing that the state of California is requiring both. So
they might.
My entire argument is there might be California.
Yeah, there might be some process here where this guy was trying to transfer it off to his Curios and Relics license, maybe that. But no, if you have a Class 3 FFL, if you can sell modern guns, you can sell old guns, bro.
Yeah, but if you want to possess and own it, not just
same. Like you get less of a penalty for owning old guns.
You need the FFL 03 though. You need the FFL 03 as the relic.
Yeah, but the gun. I think this is the second classification error because the gun itself would be a Curio and Relic. That doesn't mean that you would need to have a Curio and Relic license as an FFL to procure it, though.
To use it, to own and possess and use,
I don't think you
classify it. You still would need to classify it as
it's already classified. But it's already
Not
classified. You wouldn't need a
automatically.
license.
That's what that form is.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
no. That's not what that form actually is. That form, that
The
form,
form is dictating what firearms are classified under. If you look at section
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4.
which would fit a Type 3. That's true. But if you're a Class 3 dealer already, you don't have to have a Type 3 license. It's not necessary. That's the point.
In the state of California, it is.
It's not. It can't be. Like there's
Yeah,
no way.
yeah.
It's
your
just
class
like in
three,
the
yeah.
state of California, there is additional licenses you have to have even for a federal firearms license.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But both of the licenses you're talking about are federal. California couldn't require a second federal license. They can only require a state license.
But they can require an additional requirement of that you have to possess an additional.
Yeah, sure,
form.
but
Yes,
that
they
wouldn't
can.
be a Type 3 federal license.
Yes,
bro.
it is. They're
Why?
saying that
It
you have
can't
to-
be. It can't be.
The licensing is implied, right? Like with type 1 FFL, type 3 is implied. With type
Right.
7, type 1 and 2 and 6 and 3.
So if
and
you have a
Always
class
implied,
3,
yeah.
isn't it implied that you have an FFL 03?
No.
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 03 is in a corner all by itself. That's what I said. You can't get ATF approval for
No, but
class 3
since I have an FFL 03 and
type
I can
three.
import ammo, for example,
Mhm.
I have the Curious
Yeah.
and I can import ammo.
Yeah, you can't
Because
import a
it-
machine gun.
No, not which is my FFL 03, not with my Curious and Relics only. Since we were talking past each other, I guess. And I've correctly used the terms, correct? So
Well, kind of. The Type 3 is the Curious and Relics.
Correct.
And then
I'm 9 beers
the
in.
class,
I'm 9 beers in, and I'm
well,
going to say what I want.
Joe, I'm clarifying it for you. The Type 3 is the Curious and Relics, and then the Class 3 is the machine gun
Is
dealer,
the
FFL
actual
dealer.
Gun Control Act, the GCA compliant 68 Act.
Yeah, those are the
is
guys
the
who do the
Class
tax stamps and shit.
With the
Yeah.
Type 3, the Curios and Relics, I get my ammo shipped to California. Okay? With a Class 3,
Mhm.
okay, that is when you can have it mailed directly to you.
Well, yeah, you have it mailed to your place of business, sure.
Yes, if you are a Class 3.
But
Yes,
you can't get a class 3 with a type 3.
right.
That's what I just said.
ATF
That's
No, but that's not what you just
I said with a
No.
Class 3 with a Type 3.
All right. Look, I'm just
Can't
tired
do
of the
that.
combo at this point.
The ATF
Because
won't
you
allow
can't.
that.
I mean, you can't do it. Yeah. It's not-
So with a Class 3, you can't then therefore with an FFL 03 transfer it once you receive it with your Class 3
No.
to a Curios and Relics
No.
gun. Yes, you can.
No.
So then
you
So then
can't
how
transfer it.
would you be able?
No. You can't transfer it on that license. You transfer it to yourself with a tax stamp.
A class
Yeah.
3.
That's
a
what I
class
said. You go
3
and put your fingerprint in and you pay your
Whoa.
tax stamp.
No, a class
Yeah, but
3.
that's everywhere, bro. That's not just California. That's everywhere.
That's not what I was.
A class 3. Hang on. A class 3 is not an FFL type. Has nothing to do with a dealer. A class 3 is a special occupancy tax assigned to a particular FFL.
Type of business. Type
Yeah.
of business.
Throwing FFL 3, which is Curio and Relics, out the window because the ATF does not grant those. So any other FFL, cool. So let's say you had an FFL 07 with an SOT, and then you also went out and personally got you a Type 3, then yes, you could receive it on the Type 7 SOT or Type 7 Class 3 and then transfer it to your Curio and Relic.
Right, but you couldn't do that with your baseline manufacturing license either.
But you could just transfer it to your fucking self as well.
Yeah, you
with
transfer it to
stamp and
yourself.
not have to worry about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless
Unless it's a
what you're
machine
talking
gun.
about- unless what you're talking about, and there's some kind of shenanigans in California, and I don't keep up with 2A shit everywhere because it's everywhere, that they're trying to fucking pull where they're saying you got to have some extra bullshit now. And
Well, it's the
I
same-
wouldn't
yeah,
put it fucking
And
past
that's
them,
why,
but I don't
in
know
ex-
anything about it.
for example, that is why the state of California requires you to keep NFA paperwork and background paperwork for the next check longer than it does the feds.
Almost every state does that, though, to be fair.
But that's another example of what I'm saying, that another regulation on top of what they require.
Yeah. You can have state laws for it, but the problem.
And that's all I was saying, Andrew.
Yeah, but the problem you have here is that you're talking about 2 federal licenses. And that has they literally, I mean, you literally do not need right? I mean, you switched
Andrew,
it around
Andrew.
50 times, but you don't need a Type 3 to get a Class 3. You don't need it. And in fact, almost nobody ever had. I mean, I've almost never met a dealer in my life who ever even had a Curios and Relics license.
Not anymore, hardly.
Yeah, I basically never even met one.
Andrew,
Yeah.
if for example, for an FFL 03, for like for a Form 7 to get the ammo or to get whatever, you know what I mean? The reason why California can is they require you to even receive ammo. You need that FFL 03.
Yeah, that's correct.
You need
yep. And to sell it.
So they can't. So they and receive it by mail.
Yep.
So Andrew, the state can require you to obtain additional federal licenses.
Well, no. That's so you're talking about something different.
Andrew.
What they're doing is they're governing the commerce. So they're saying we're not going to allow ammunition.
And they're saying to conduct commerce in the state of California.
Yeah, they can't make the requirement for you to have a Type 3. That actually wouldn't make any sense. It literally would make no sense. It would be like requiring a person to own a bicycle before they could own a fucking car.
That's the entire point, Andrew. It's the entire point to make it hard.
No, it's not. I'm looking at this case, bro, and what it is this guy, he bought a machine gun, and he tried to transfer it to his Type 3, and they told him no. That's what's going on. So...
Andrew, they still... Yeah. Andrew, I'm saying that they still can require you, and they still do. If you read into that case, they require the state of California for many things, whether it be trucking companies, whether it be food companies.
They don't require you to have the Type 3. They don't require that for you to transfer. If you could own. So listen, I'll explain why this can't be possible. Unless California had an additional law that said that you needed to have, I don't know, a Type 3 for a modern gun. Why would they make the law that you could own a machine gun that was made in 1990 with a tax stamp, right? But you couldn't own one that was made in 1969 without a Type 3. That makes no sense.
Andrew, it's California Penal Code.
Yeah, I know it's California, but even that.
26970.
Okay, man.
Well, license as
I'm done. I don't. Look, I've argued about it enough. I don't care at this point.
Licensed as a collector pursuant to Chapter 44, commencing Section 921 of Title 18 of the United States Code, and the regulations in addition pursuant to.
Yeah, that's a Type 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're requiring you to have that in addition, Andrew.
Yeah, they're not requiring you to have that in addition to a transfer. What's happening in this case is that this guy tried to transfer to his Type 3. That's where they're fighting.
Andrew, okay.
I'm reading the case, bro. I'm reading the case.
I'm reading you California Penal Code. The reason the case, it's a different case. I think you're looking at.
What was the code again, Imperious?
It's California Penal Code 26970. You have to obtain the FFL 03 now.
Type or class?
The FFL type, not class. Type 3.
Type 3. Okay. Let's see. What's the penal code?
26970.
Well, what I'm reading, 26970. The waiting period required for firearm sales under section 26815, which I have not read, does not apply if the firearm is considered a curio or relic. If sold by a dealer to a licensed collector and the collector has a current certificate of eligibility from the Department of Justice.
Yes, the DOJ. So it's a requirement for the tax stamp. It's exactly what we thought. So essentially,
it's saying in addition to the tax stamp.
No. It's saying what's the law everywhere, which is that
the way I read it is that it exempts you from the waiting period is what I read.
But it only exempts you from the wait. No, and purchasing at all. You can't purchase from out of state. If you read down, you can't purchase from out of state.
Well, you can't purchase out of state without the Type 3, but that's everywhere.
No, you could. No, if you're in Florida, you can just you can go into ammo seek and just have the ammo delivered to you.
No. The gun. The gun.
I'm talking about the ammo, not the gun.
What? Why do you switch it, dude? You switch
Because
it.
because I'm talking about specific regulations that they can put back on you. That yes, they can ask for those.
All right, Imperious. Fine. Like I said, I don't even care about the conversation topic anymore. It's I think it's running scores.
Nothing runs its course. It's forever.
All right. Are you going back to trolling?
There's no trolling. It never ends for me. I never give anything up. I'm a dog.
You're going back to trolling again?
No. Like I'm saying, I'm not done with it. We can go on forever talking about it if you wish.
Yeah, it's just boring at this point. But
nothing's boring.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm curious.
All right. Again.
Yeah.
Imperious, you're way more palatable when you're not spurging and fucking.
Yeah, well, I'm not as
actually
drunk.
pretty
I'm
good.
coming down. You've ruined my buzz.
Well, he used to be cool in the Discord. We used to have great combos and shit like this. I
am cool. That's
I
the
have
thing.
no
I've
idea.
always been the cool one.
I have no idea what happened. He just started freaking out, showing pictures of my son. Fucking pretty awful.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Excuse me? Who showed
Look what I
pictures of
said.
your kid? I didn't show. I don't even know you fucking have a kid, a son. I only know you had a fucking 2 daughters from another man.
Well,
Who the fuck
Imperious,
showed a picture of your son? Hold
well,
on.
that's what I was told that you were.
If I wanted to show you a picture of your son, I'd show it to you right now, right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Would
need to
that make
fucking
you-
hide myself. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna hate me for the right reasons, sir.
Well, I don't even hate you. I just don't.
But I want
freak
you
the
to. If
fuck
you're
out.
gonna hate me, then hate
Yeah,
me
but
for the right
why?
reasons.
I still don't even understand what.
Because
what
I
your
relish
problem
in it.
is.
I like when people hate me. It fuels me. It makes me do better.
Yeah, but you're just being like a low tier troll. You know, like
That's fun for me. I'm on the internet for my own entertainment.
so am I. Like same. I'm for my own entertainment too.
So then you should understand why I do what I do.
Yeah, but I don't really because it doesn't really
I
make
didn't
any
show a
sense.
picture of your
It's like
kid.
something.
Don't accuse me of something like that.
Well,
I
look,
never
if
do something like that.
if that's not true, then I apologize. Right? I wouldn't put that on anybody.
I would never do
Was it-
something like that.
Okay.
If I was gonna, I would rather just.
Look, I
do
didn't
something.
think Imperious. I didn't think you would. Okay, that's what I was told. I'll walk it back if it's not true.
Yeah, that like if I'm gonna insult someone, I'm gonna say it to them, and I'm gonna do what I want to them, right to them when they see it.
Yeah.
I don't need.
but
I don't need
anyway.
to release someone's kids
But in any case, why do the low tier trolling thing? I still don't get it.
because it's
really.
entertaining. You haven't even seen me on the black shows yet. You should go watch the black shows.
Yeah.
See,
But let me ask you.
I get the.
Can I ask you one
It's even
more?
funny.
Let me ask you one more thing though. This I actually don't understand, right? Because you weren't ever really like this. Why do you do the TOS breaking thing for these guys on their channels?
Because half of it is I don't realize it because when I go on the black YouTube, they don't care. So a lot of the time,
Oh yeah, they don't. That's true. They don't care. They don't care. That is true.
It just comes natural. So like I just cuss and say whatever. And the other times when I go on the white YouTube, it's usually someone will DM me and say, okay, come up here and just destroy someone or be vicious to them. And that's all I do. So I just come up and I'm given free reign. So when I have to go
Okay.
on to these shows, especially
You're not actually trying to wreck these guys' channels.
No, I don't really care. I mean, I don't. I genuinely don't care about their. I'm not trying to like shut them down or anything. It's mostly just out of habit. I mean, I'm 7-8 beers in, and I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
Yeah.
Well, you're always trolled. I understand that, but you weren't. You weren't ever
Let me
malicious.
explain something, Andrew.
Like,
I
you
can't
weren't
get to the Andrew. I can never get to the point of actually liking you if I don't hate you first.
Yeah, but you were never malicious with your trolling, though.
I'm still not malicious. If I was malicious, you'd know. I'm not a Andrew. Like my job is doing malicious, not malicious, but I'm not always the nicest person.
You're pretty.
And if I really wanted to,
Villain,
I would
villain.
never look at Andrew. I'm. This is entertainment to me. If I hate you, then that's fine. But I don't really hate you. Hate. If someone hates you, they're not yelling at you. They're not going crazy and screaming and yelling and calling you names. The people you look for that hate you are the quiet ones that just stare you dead in the eye. It's not the people. If you're yelling,
Well,
and
now
angry
some people who hate you fucking do the spurt thing too. Trust me.
Eh,
But
cowards.
I grant your point. I'm just saying, like, that is actually out of character, even for the trolling. I was like, what the fuck is the deal with that? He never used to do that shit.
Yeah, I would never show your kid. Like that's not something I would do.
All right.
Like I was
All
on
right,
the black
fair enough.
YouTube the other day, and this.
Then
and
I
this guy
hang on.
showed
Then
it.
I apologize. I apologize for the accusation. That's fair.
No, that's fine. I don't take it
Yeah.
personally. But if you're gonna hate me for the right reasons. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, nobody's hating
Yeah.
you though.
No, but I want
Um,
you to. It fuels
yeah.
me. It gives me like the emperor.
Bro, you're a
It
nice
gives
guy.
you
I already
focus.
told you
It
this
makes you
before.
stronger.
You're a nice guy, bro. You're a nice guy. They finished last, but you're a nice guy.
No, no. I mean, I don't look at. I am a nice person deep down, but I look. I enjoy. Look at this. I can't like somebody until I hate them first.
For
It's
sure, bro.
impossible.
That's weird.
It's
shit.
no. Every one of my best friends. Ever since I remember, I met my best friend. Even my brothers. I remember my best friend when we were 5 years old. We met in football in was it Pee Wee foot? Not Pee Wee. It was called I'm trying to remember the name. Papa Warner. There we go. And big old kid already at that. And I remember the first day he just laid me out because he was twice the size, and he cussed me out like 6 years old, 7 years old, and it was awesome. That was the first moment I knew he was my best friend. It was awesome, and that's
Okay.
see, there's competitive people that I like somebody. I can't like somebody until I know they can hurt me.
Imperious,
Okay.
they're like those little monkeys you wind up and then they smash the little fucking tambourines or whatever.
I am the Pandemonium Fortress.
Yeah.
So you like being a simp though. So that is verified.
A what? A simp?
You like
No.
being a simp though.
For who? For what?
Or what a submissive, sorry, a submissive.
A sub? No. I like that's the thing. I can't. I would never eat box, sir.
Imperious, real quick,
Really?
bro.
Never?
No. I'm not gonna put my mouth on something that's bled for 20 years.
Oh, God.
I mean, don't you? Well, I mean, you eat animals. They bleed.
Yeah, but they don't bleed out of a faucet.
Do you eat female animals?
I try not to.
Yeah, I mean, you, like, how could you know? You can't even know.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Wait, you love burger and beef. That's all female.
No, I don't eat burgers and hot dogs like that. No, but if
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna have
do. You eat fucking steak and shit. It's all
No,
female.
but steak. If I'm gonna have a New York strip, I'm very particular. If I'm gonna have a New York strip, it's not near the. It's not near the vagina.
Male beef.
Well, that shit.
Like, it's not
okay, but
a
that
whole-
shit bled. That shit bled for
Yeah, but
fucking years.
it did. I mean, Andrew, you live with women. Have you seen period blood? Have you seen blood clots? Have you seen? I live next to 300-400 women at Frat Row. I've heard all the stories. I've been there. I've seen all the nonsense. No, sir, I don't want to put my mouth over something with clots coming out.
He's never been with a woman.
No, I've been with so many that the mysticism is faded. The mysticism is faded, dude. There's nothing special about them. That's the point. It's boring now. When you've done everything, you see, the funnest part is when you bang a black and you call them the N-word because they want you to. That's my favorite.
That's hilarious. That sounds funny.
No, but it's really fun. If you notice, the black women
All right,
especially.
well, guys, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out of here.
They're the ones
anyway,
that are the
have a good
most
night.
wanted.
Hold on,
Later.
real quick, Andrew, thank you so much for coming on. I know it was kind of unexpected. You didn't know what to expect here, but thanks, man, for kind of shooting on to the stream, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You guys take care.
Take care, bro. Imperious, I'll just tell you this, man. I'm willing to have you back on the fucking channel, bro. But you gotta chill on those F slurs, man. I'm not gonna lie.
What are we trying?
Um,
FAG or FACK?
FAG, yes. And the thing is, I already have a strike for bullying on the channel, and it's gonna expire in February. I just need you to kind of if
So I
you
gotta
come
wait
back
what 90 days?
about that. Yeah,
they
yeah.
have issues, dude, and he's put a lot of work into his channel.
I'm not trying to ruin your channel, dude. I'll do my best, like I said.
Well, you said you didn't care. I'm just saying, hey, man.
No, I'm not
you're-
care. I mean, as in like, I'll do my best. It's not gonna care that I'll try to not do it. Is what I mean.
Yeah, just be cool, bro. That's
yeah,
all.
just be chill, bro. I'm just saying, like, I already got in trouble for bullying. This is the second time
But
already.
I'm not trying to ruin your channel. I mean, look. If it's another opportunity for me to yell at people and belittle people, that's fine with me. I'm not trying to ruin that.
Okay, cool, bro. I'm just saying. I guess the last time it happened to somebody, the guy that last time we laughed at him, YouTube didn't see it my way, which is dumb.
Yeah,
in my
I've never
opinion.
reported a channel, dude. I'm not gonna report a channel. I'm not there to like photo bomb,
Yeah, but
dude. I'm
but
not
it's
like,
not
dude. I'm
you,
an
it's
older
other
guy.
people.
I'm from a time where I enjoy. The worse it is, the more I enjoy it. So I'm not gonna report you.
It's not you. It's other people that are fucking sensitive. That's the problem.
But wouldn't it be
Uh,
more worse about? Isn't it usually the people that are on the show and then like flag it
Right.
because they were on it as their like property or something with their likenesses, and that's the worst kind of strikes and shit. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I'm
So
just
it's not
saying,
like I'm trying to do that. You know what I mean?
for sure. I'm just saying, I already got struck for bullying on my channel.
Yeah. I'm not gonna try to
So-
get your channel. Like, dude, I'm not gonna try to like raid
Yeah.
your channel and come on
And
and
it's
say
a-
like the F word
Yeah.
50 times.
It's just a warning for YouTube. I'm just saying, like, if I get it again, I'll get a strike, and I don't want a strike on the channel. So I've been building it. So that's all I'm saying, man. Just
Yeah, and I
just
want to know. I want someone to tell me who released that rumor that I released something about his kid.
I have no
Because
idea.
I've got something. Because if I find who does that, I might sue somebody.
Yeah, I have
Because
no
that-
idea about that.
That pisses me off.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
that is something.
that's low. That's low.
Yeah,
That's a
I-
lie.
look-
Yeah, that's not cool.
like I want to know because look, if you're gonna hate me, I can give you enough reasons.
I bet those glasses make you see better.